Hi folks, another oil painting. I've substituted the cad red for red ochre, ultramarine, bit of Payne's grey, cadmium yellow and yellow ochre. Right, let's I want to do a beach scene. Balance, well, let's have a horizon across here, more or less. And on this headland, or we'll do a bit of a building. They're very rough to on my hands at the moment. Okay, that'll do. Sort of fisherman's cottage, Brittany. Okay, and we have the water coming round here. Some rocky stuff, I'll bung some in when I get round to it. Oh yeah, I want some trees around that. It's quite a small painting, this one. It's 7.5 inches by 11. A great size to work on, especially with my setup here. If I go beyond the 16 by 12 inches, it's quite tricky. I keep putting my finger in the paint. I've got a daub of Griffin titanium white. That Griffin is a fast drying oil, contains alkyd resin. And you can just about see my palette. Can you see the red? There's the light red. Right, I'll just raise you up a bit so you can see everything. Right, okay, there we go. So there's the light red. It's a lovely colour. I bought it primarily to do those 2, 3, 4 colour linseed oil based, where I just start off with an abstract shape, any old thing, and just wipe out. But to do that, you need quite a smooth surface underneath. So I bought it for that, and it wiped out. It was a lovely way to paint. Get some great effects from it. Needs to be a bit bold. But anyway, here we are with quite a smooth surface here. Some watercolour paper, primed with PVA glue and some acrylic burnt sienna. Just gives a mid-tone. The reason we use a mid-tone is that whatever you put on it will have the right value. If you have it white, anything you put on the white will be very, very dark by comparison. The contrast is too great. Similarly, if you put something too light on, well, it will look too dark. So mid-tone, you can go either way. You can go dark or light on that. I think I did try one on black. But then you need a bit of experience to be able to judge the intensity of your tones. Right, okay, a bit of oil. So let's have I like grey skies, so we'll do a grey sky. A bit of ochre, a bit of that Payne's grey in there. Plenty of white. Sort of an overcast sky picture. So a bit of blue in there. Just rough it in it, just as we go, and we lighten it up as we come to the horizon. I'll go over that again because it's a bit oily at the moment. Sort of a foggy bit of fog. Alright, let's do a bit more light across the top. It's taking more paint now. Okay, we'll leave that as it is. We'll probably get more blue in there. Right, okay. Put a bit of impasto on there. Right, we want to reflect that colour on the sea. We went to Brittany a couple of times with our trailer, our camping trailer. Oh, South Brittany, wonderful place. Right, I'll go over that when it's about ready. Clean the brush. Let's put that house in now. You don't have to have thick impasto everywhere. Save that for the rocks. But a bit of impasto on that cloud there. Got my tea. Now I'm going to put for. I need to clean this a bit better. It's a bit stiff and too big. I'll clean that up later on. I use this little 1/4 inch brush, centimetre brush. Right, okay, so we want to we'll have light on that plane there. Touch of ochre, that's we don't want it too white, but we can just put a little bit of dirt on it. Just been whitewashed, catching a little bit of shadow, and the roof would be a Payne's grey. Slate roof. And that will, in the shadow, will have shadow colour. and put a bit of a chimney in. Now I'm going to use a, if I can find it, yeah, got a little brush here I can use. I bought a load of these as Dale Rowney flats. This is a small one, a number 1 or 00. It's worn out, but it does some nice things. I used all these brushes when I did all those Venice paintings back in 1999. It's a commission for 80 Impressionist Venice. Oh God, it was a chore. I was working from a French Impressionist, long dead, but just moving things around a bit. But it was I learned an awful lot by doing it. Sorry, my head's in the way. And we'll get a bit of a you do see these cottages in Brittany. Right, okay, that's got a bit of shadow. Going to use this grey. And we'll bring the tree over to that. Let's get that down there. We need to come over a bit more. Get the perspective of that flank. Right, okay, that's right, let's get some darks in there. Okay, the door's at the back. Alright, okay, a bit of and we get a bit of that shadow colour, just the grey. Now that's a mid-tone there. We need to put a couple of, well, chimneys, you don't really need chimneys. That is the chimney. Let's just break it in there a little bit. Okay, I've struggled over that. Let's just get that. Right, okay, that'll do for the cottage for a moment. Right, now we want a tree brush. So, got a tree brush. So, quite dark, let's use the red, the blue and the yellow. I'll get that nice and dark in this. Oh, we're coming into the light. Let's put some nice greens on here. So no ready-made greens, just that yellow. And then coming into a bit of shadow, a red. Clean it up in a minute. A bit of ochre in there. When you're painting small, you need to be away from the paint, or close to the painting. I have to be close because I'm filming, but get some shadow in there. Okay, that'll do. And we'll just put in a bit of the rocky stuff's going to come down there. So sort of a pinky rock, I don't know what that'll turn out like. Payne's grey, mixed with the red. Just get some slabby stuff in, and then we'll fashion some rocks in there. Somehow we've got to turn that into a few rocks. So we change that brush, get this one, and put a bit of, I haven't finished that, that's just a rough lay-in. Let's get some light in there now. There's some shadow there. Okay, more light red. Right, okay. It's a bit of Payne's grey and light red, just a double black. Right. Now I've got a bit of counter change there. Okay, let's do something on that sea now. I can go lighter or darker. I want to go lighter, I think. So a bit of ochre, bit of blue. put a little bit of detail on here, catching that light. Just lightening that a little bit. We can go a little bit darker on the other side. Sorry about my headphones. Just a bit of yellow ochre with the white. Right, then we need to rough up a bit of sand here. So a bit of light red, a bit of ochre, a bit of white. Got to change the lock, the Yale lock later. It's getting a bit hard to the key to open the door now, and you can buy new barrels for these locks, which is very handy. Don't have to change the whole lock, just unscrew it all and bit of shadow colour. Right, let's get that nice and light there now. Alright, let's put in a little bit of that. Just a bit of rigger work. Right, oh, I know what I forgot to do. I've moved the sand over this way so I didn't have to do a reflection. Maybe I should do that. Let's just cut that out. We've got a bit of shadow, so let's get a bit darker that to see there. Let's just bring that along here. Well, it just says, well, hopefully it just says reflection. Okay, well, let's just clean up some of this here. Well, that chimney should come down a bit further. Let's try it. Right, now I think we could afford a chimney. Right, okay. We could put a bit of a boat in, couldn't we? Now this could be quite tricky, the next bit. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. That didn't work, did it? Oh no, that's I thought that would go wrong. Well, that's not very good, is it? But okay, well that's the best I'm going to do with that. Okay, we'll dismantle it and put it in the house. Oh, there we are, little Brittany cottage, fisherman's cottage. Very enjoyable to do. Let's just move over to there a bit. Okay, I'll get that uploaded for you and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thanks for looking in, guys. Goodbye.